Okay, sir.
Good afternoon, all of you. Welcome to the class. Children, today we are going to start with a grammar topic. Earlier we have done some topics from literature. Today we are going to start a new topic from grammar section. This is a new topic for you. When I say new topic, it means you must have not read it before that. This is an introductory topic for you, a new topic in +2 class. So far you have not done this topic. This is for the first time we are going to start. It's a very interesting topic. You will surely add something more to your knowledge so far as grammar is concerned. And this topic will help you in making simple, complex, and compound sentences also. There, this topic will be very useful for you. So, the topic of today's discussion is finite and non finite verb. Children, so far you have read verb in different forms. You have studied verb in active passive voice. In tenses also we have discussed verb. In narration, direct and indirect narration, we have discussed verb. In simple, complex and compound sentence, we have discussed verb. At so many places. Ever since you have started studying English, ever since you have started studying English grammar, you have studied verb in one form or the other. But let me tell you, so far you have studied finite verbs only. Today we are going to add one new thing to it, that is non-finite verb. Is a tense element. A verb. Can you hear me, Shweta Mishra?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's continue. A verb which contains a tense element. For your kind information, children, I have already shared the PDF of this topic with you.
Yes, sir.
Many days ago, I had shared this uh, topic in the group. You can
Yes, sir.
see that PDF. If you are not able to get it, surely you will get it. If at all you are not able to get it, please tell me. I'll send this PDF again in the group. A verb which contains a tense element is called a finite verb. This is the definition of finite verb. It has the present or past forms. Present or past form. It acts as a verb. Children, I am writing the definition of finite verb. When we discuss the definition of non-finite verb, then you will see so many differences are there. It acts present or past form. It acts as a verb in a sentence. It acts as a verb in a sentence. It changes with the change it changes with the change in the subject. Children, these are some of the important things related to finite verb. If you change the subject, it may or may not change. It acts as a verb. It can have present or past form, and it has got tense element. Children, four main things are there in finite verb. What is that? It has got tense element. When I say tense element, it is verb, act, and it also shows us time. Then it acts as a verb in a sentence. Third thing, it has present or past form. Fourth thing, it is changed with the change in the subject. Is this thing clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The non-finite verb is opposite to them. Opposite to finite verb. Right? Non-finite verb is opposite to finite verb. How? First of all, the difference is that it does not have tense element. Non-finite verb does not have tense element. It has got tense element. Then the second difference, non-finite verb does not have present or past or future form. Second, third form is not there. Then third difference is, like finite verb acts as a verb, non-finite verb does not act as a verb. Right? It will act as subject, object. It can act as complement. It can act adjective or any other part of speech. Then the last difference is you change the subject. Whether you use singular subject, plural, I or you use first person, second or third person, the verb, I mean non-finite verb, will not change. This is the difference between finite and non-finite verb. Let me write down some examples of finite verb. For example, I'm writing the examples of finite verb. Did plays the piano. Children, here plays is a finite verb. How it is a finite verb? Because it tells us the time also. What is the time? Present time, right? So it has got tense element. Then it can have present form, past form also. Play, played, played. Then third thing, it is acting as a verb in a sentence. Obviously, it changes with the change in the subject. For example, if instead of David, right? If instead of David, I write they, then plays will change to play. Okay? And if I want to write I, then also S will be deleted, plays will be changed to play. This is the, so I think the meaning of finite verb is clear to everyone.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
My sister spoke French fluently. Now, look at this word spoke. Spoke is because it is second form of the verb, right? And time is clear. We are talking about past tense. It is acting as a verb in a sentence. If you change my sister, if you change the subject to some other subject, it will change. I mean, if you change it into present tense, then my sister speaks French fluently. If you want to change into future tense, my sister will speak French fluently. So with the change in subject, the form can also change. But with non-finite verb, this thing does not happen. Let me give you one more example. Paul runs to work hard. Paul, Paul runs to work hard daily. Paul runs. So what is runs? It is also a finite verb. It tells us
Finite.
present time. It will change. The subject is changed. It is acting as a verb. It it can have present past tense also. One more example. Ranjit gave Rohit an angry look. Ranjit gave Rohit an angry look. Here, what is gave? What is gave? Gave is second form of the
Finite
verb,
verb.
right? It tells us past time. It is acting as a verb. If you change the subject and tense, obviously the verb will change. Rohit gives, right? Gives. Ranjit gives Rohit an angry look. Ranjit will give Rohit an angry look. So accordingly, the form will change. Children, this is all about finite verb. I hope the definition of finite verb is clear to you.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Children,
sir.
so far you have done so many topics of grammar. You have done tenses. This finite verb is discussed there. Then we have done active voice and passive voice. There also we have discussed finite verb only. We have discussed narration when we discussed clauses, different types of clauses. There also we discussed finite verbs only. Then when you did parts of speech, then also different types of finite verbs were discussed. So you have already done finite verb. This is just a recapitulation of whatever you have done. Now I am going to discuss, now I am going to write the definition of non-finite verb.
Excuse
Let's
me, sir.
continue.
Sir,
Yes.
6 minutes are left.
How much?
6 minutes.
Okay, in 6 minutes, I will write the definition of non-finite verb.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, Shweta, for updating me regarding the time and other things. Let's continue. Dear children, I hope the definition of finite verb is clear to you.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
continue with non-finite verb. A verb which does not. Shweta,
Yes, sir.
is my handwriting clear to you?
Yes, sir. It's very beautiful.
And how it? Thank you, thank you. Which does not contain a tense element. Now see the difference, children. A verb which contains a tense element, that is called finite verb. A verb which does not contain a tense element is called non-finite verb. Is called one difference is clear to everyone.
Yes, sir.
This is
Yes, sir.
the second. It does not have present or past forms. Okay, this is second difference. Finite verb has past or present form, but non-finite does not have. Next difference is it does not act as a verb. It means non-finite verb. It does not act as a verb in a sentence. Then what will happen? Does not act as a verb in a sentence. This is third difference. That is, then what will happen? It does not show the main action. Because why it does not act as the main verb in a sentence? Because it does not show, because it does not show the main action or activity in the sentence. This is the third difference. Then fourth difference is it acts as a subject or object. This is third difference only. Last difference is it does not change. It does not change with the change in the subject. Like finite verb is changed with the change in the subject. It does not change. So children, this is the fourth difference. I hope the difference is clear to everyone.
Yes,
Let
sir.
me write down. Shweta, how much time is left?
Sir, 2 minutes.
Okay, let me write down the definition. I tried to solve the sum. Here, to solve. To solve is non-finite verb. How it is a non-finite verb? First of all, children, tense element is not there. To solve.
Yes, sir.
Time is not clear from here. You cannot change the form of this. To solve cannot be changed to solved or to will solve. So form cannot be changed. It is not acting as a verb here.
Sir, your video has paused.
Yes, sir.